You deserve to be paid highly. You deserve to be paid well. You deserve to receive a lot of money if you make a big difference, if you really change people's lives. Welcome in, much love, Trav here. You can hear the dogs and the birds in the background. I'm out here hanging out on Hawaii, West Side, Kahumana Farm, Cafe, Learning Center. Really cool place. I'll talk about it more in depth in a different video, but want to share with you something today that I know will really be helpful. It's going on multiple channels, so make sure to be subscribed to the other one, How to Internet Better, and Travis Wu, link in the description. And that is how to make more money by changing your mindset about money. What is the mindset that rich people have? What is the mindset that poor people have? A little bit from my own experience, a lot from other people's experiences, right? I study under others, and I want to share the things that I learned that have also made the most difference for me, things that I've been able to test. So, first of all, the reason that a lot of people, well, first of all, what money is currency, right? It's something that, at first, it's not even really real, but it's just a proxy of value. So, if you help someone, that's why they pay you, right? And they don't pay you for your time, they pay you for the value you created. So that's a mistake a lot of people make. A lot of you work hourly, and you're thinking, okay, I work X hours, therefore I should be paid X times the rate. Well, really, you're only worth your value, and there just happen to be laws that basically set a certain wage or whatever. But that's why eventually, to really make a lot of money, you want to go beyond hourly, go beyond salary, and go towards impact-based pay. Get paid based on your impact. If you're making a big impact, you deserve to be paid well, right? Okay, that's what money is. Now, poor thinking, there's a lot of kinds of poor thinking, but I saw a lot of people who have this problem where they're not comfortable accepting a lot of money. They're not comfortable accepting too much money in general. And the problem here is that people, if you have this mindset that say money is bad, money is evil, or people have to cheat to make money, or steal, rich people are dishonest, this is a common mindset. You have to ask yourself if you have it. If you have this mindset, what's going to end up happening is you're either going to choose to be poor or commit crimes. So I know of a lot of people who just choose to be poor. Wouldn't recommend this. I know of a few people who just chosen to be criminals as well. One of those guys is Weldon Long, who wrote The Power of Consistency. And it wasn't until he was 50 and had been in prison for years that he started reading and realizing that he had the wrong mindset about money. Came out, worked hard on value impact-based pay, and made a ton of money legitimately, and has changed a lot of people's lives as well through his self-development programs and inspirational books of his story. He was a guy who had the wrong mindset when it came to money. That led him down a path of being poor and a criminal because he thought that money was bad and that bad people got money, right? So a more rich way of looking at things is, if I make a big impact, I deserve to be paid highly, period, right? So that money is good and that is currency. And the more money you have, the more money you can spend on things that you like and give it to causes that you support. The more money you have, the more you can give to people in need, the more power and positive change you can make. Money can be used for very good, and money is generally acquired through doing a lot of good, right? So if you're making a difference, then you deserve to be paid a lot. If you're not making a difference, then perhaps you don't deserve to be paid a lot right now, but at least you're aware and you can start making a bigger impact. How do you make a bigger impact? Discussed on all these channels. Focus on changing people's lives and multiply it as well by the internet to make a big difference, right? So here's what you need to do for mindset as well. You need to you don't have to, but affirmations are definitely very helpful, or statements of intent and belief just to cement it in you, right? So helpful statements that you can make throughout your day or as you deal with money is, I make a big difference, therefore I deserve to be paid richly, right? I change a lot of people's lives, therefore I make a lot of money, right? I help a lot of people, therefore I'm paid highly, right? So those sort of statements, affirmations that you make throughout the day or whenever will make a big difference for you. Go for a walk here down to a different space. So another mistake that people make is thinking of money like, man, there's so many animals, huh? It's pretty cool. Thinking of money based on the pay. So if we get back to that, like, or based on your time, it's selfish to think like I'm going to be paid based on the hours that I spent. Yo, I can't get away from the animals. That's selfish, right? More generous is if I am not making a big impact, I shouldn't be paid a lot, right? And that's a way to really increase the pay. Passing this dog now. That's a way to really increase the pay because your focus is more on making a big impact. However, you also should value your time though and say like, what is really worth it for you? If you're not making a big enough impact with your time, choose a different activity. I'm not going to do a small impact work and get paid small wages, right? So it also means setting a high price with the goal of making a big difference, right? Or setting a high price with the intention of making a big difference and turning down small dollar work because it's small impact work as well, right? Yeah. Okay, so other resources for you that are helpful if you want to delve deeper in this and have a richer mindset. There's a book called The Prosperous Coach. I find that book to be incredibly good when it comes to how to think about money. Classics like Think and Grow Rich, I think Think and Grow Rich is a pretty great one when it comes to mindset about money, of how to make more through changing the way that you think about it, right? So for you, as always, like to put this into practical use today. You can think about it. You can leave in the comments. What is your mindset with money? Are you thinking that it's good? Are you thinking that it's bad? What are your actions for money? Are you doing good or are you doing bad? What is your impact like? How can you increase your impact? What sort of money are you receiving in return? Does it make sense for what you're doing? What are the statements you make around money? And it's helpful if you use statements such as, I make a big difference. I deserve to be paid highly. I'm comfortable receiving a lot of money for doing good work, right? Another book, write this one down. So I mentioned The Prosperous Coach, Think and Grow Rich, Millionaire Fastlane, those three. Think and Grow Rich is a weird book that has some other stuff going on in it as well. Very practical, The Prosperous Coach and Millionaire Fastlane. I've got links to those in my business section of my books. If you go to freelivinggoals.com/books, that's also in the description. Again, make sure to check out the other channel, but that's how to think about money to make more. Just the rich mindset. Right. And one more thought is, and one of the ways I think is like, this sort of work that I'm doing, it's easy, yeah, but it's not necessarily like super fun. You know, YouTube comments and stuff like that. A lot of the stuff that I do, I could be going to the beach out here and surfing. I could be working out. I could be being social with other people. If I'm in here on YouTube comments, trying to make a big fucking difference, I'm making a personal sacrifice as well. I better be paid highly. I deserve to be paid highly. Otherwise, it's not worth it, and I'm going to go do other stuff instead, right? So that's another way to think. I'd love to hear what you think. If you throw that in the comments down below, I'm interested to hear. And much love. Again, go out and make a difference today. And that's the best way to share it. So peace out, much love, and speak soon. Take care.